Welcome back, everyone. I am TN Eagle. This is episode 7 of A Road to Glory career mode with FC Schalke. First, I'd like to thank everyone for all the support I'm getting so far on this series. With 6 episodes out, we're getting tons of views, and I really appreciate it. And guys, if you do enjoy this series, please leave a like. It does help my channel grow, which is obviously the main goal. We're going to jump in here, and we're just kind of looking through some of our emails and seeing what's on there as far as our administrative stuff. Not a lot going on as far as what needs to be done, but we did have a couple things with our youth squad, and we kind of went through and we looked at what we could sign there and get them onto the youth team, which is important, obviously, to get us growing into the future. And we do have a couple there with some really good potential, and you can see, was that Fleiber, with an 88 potential. He's only 16 years old, so if you remember a couple episodes ago, I'm asking you guys to leave some comments, and we did have one of the comments, I believe, is CAW Interviewer. Thanks for all the comments, man. I really appreciate it. And we did look at, I think Meyer was one of the guys that you had suggested, and he is really young. He's only rated 66, but we are going to start getting him into some of these games because, he is young and he does have a lot of potential. So we'll start getting him in based on that recommendation. So thanks again for the comment, CAW Interviewer. But we're going to jump right into the first game here against Gladbach, I believe. So we'll see what we can do with this game. We're going to get it started in the 22nd minute. And my opponent sends in a cross, and it just misses. So we kind of avoid a little bit of heat there. But then we'll move into the 36th minute. We get a nice steal there on the back end. We'll send that up to Shalai. I don't really know how to pronounce that. But then we're going to send it over to Boateng. We get a nice little chip through ball to Huntelaar, and he gets stuffed by the keeper. So we are still at 0-0. But then we'll get into the 41st minute. We get a little bit lucky here. The keeper sends it out trying to clear it. Huntelaar with a nice feint. He cuts in, and that one is saved. So we're getting some nice shots there with some really good open looks, but we are unable to capitalize. But then here, I tried to clear. We're right in the 45th minute, right next to halftime. And a little deflection there, looked like, but that one does get by Hildebrand to put us down 1-0. So, it's been a tough half. We've had a couple good looks, but we were unable to capitalize there. And the halftime stats, you can see we did get some chances there. We had 8 shots to their 5 with 51% possession. But again, we're down 1-0 heading into the second half. But we'll move it in to the 53rd minute, and we'll get a nice ball and get a little fortunate here. But somehow, this was called a penalty. I'm not sure how, but I'm not going to complain about it either. But you can see here, Huntelaar, he's in the box, and it's just a little touch on him, but they do call the penalty. And, again, if that's against me, I'm furious. But that is for us, and we will take it. So Huntelaar will step up himself. He'll put it up in the top left corner, and we do equalize at 1 apiece. So, again, a pretty bad call, in my opinion. But at the same time, it's in our favor, so we'll take it. And then we're going to move into the 81st minute. And now we're looking like, okay, now we're trying to hold on for the draw. And they come right in, and he misses. I couldn't believe he missed that. As soon as he cut in, I'm like, oh, it's over. We're going to score. But he did miss, so we were able to hang on the rest of the way. And we had a ton of shots in that game, but I was just unable to put any of them away. So, we'll get out of there with at least a point, and obviously that's always better than no points to help us out into the table. So we're going to move right into the second game, and this one is against Freiburg, and we'll just get it going right off of kickoff, and we'll just watch this play through, and we'll kind of build up play. This is what we do in a kickoff, just trying to poke and prod and see what's out there as far as where we can pass and what the defense is going to do with us. But we'll just cut it back in here with Huntelaar. A nice little pass into Boateng. He'll get it cleared out, but again, we get fortunate here. And the Farfan will send it in. Boateng, he gets it knocked out, but then Jermaine Jones with a very nice shot there. Just a little dipping shot that goes under the keeper into the bottom left corner. And you can see this. I mean, it wasn't a very long shot, but the ball just kind of goes up and then whoop, dips right down under the keeper. So we will take that in the first half. But really, that's all we could get going in the first half. So that was the only shot that we had. But obviously, it was on goal. So we are up 1-0 going into halftime. And the possession there was just abysmal on our part. But we can't do much with it. So. But here, we'll move into the 48th minute, and this, I mean, it just wasn't even a hard shot, just a little P-roller right into the bottom left corner, similar to our goal. It just goes right under Hildebrand, so we were unable to really do anything to stop that one. But then we'll move into the 77th minute now, and we get Schley, and he's in good position here. Huntelaar with a very nice shot, and then boom! No go. Is a great save there from their keeper. So we'll move in to the 88th minute, 89th minute, and then we'll get it down into the corner with Huntelaar. We get fortunate to get it back. Draxler, he's going to send it right back over to Boateng. And then I tried to do a scoop turn and didn't pass it. Got really lucky, got it back. So we'll take Boateng, a nice ball roll, drag back, and then bang, right here into the right-hand corner in the 90th minute by the time the play ends. To put us up 2-1. So again, a pretty fortunate goal there with a mistake on my part, trying to do a scoop turn, but ends up sending it all the way across the field. But a nice little skill move there to bring it back and get an opening. So we will hold on with that 2-1 lead, and that will take us into the end of the game. So, you know, so far in this series, we did get a draw, and then we come right back with a victory, a 2-1 victory, and not a lot going on there either. So you can see my possession is starting to dip again like it was in the beginning. So just have to kind of work on that and see what we can do as far as maintaining the ball, because I'm really turning it over quite a bit. But before we get into the next game and final game of the episode, we're going to take a look at the league table. And right now we're in third with 16 games played, 9 wins, 5 draws, and 2 losses. So we're in a pretty good position right now. Again, I still don't feel like we're playing very well, but we are in a good spot. So again, we're going to look at a couple of emails here, and the one is the risk of losing 5 players. And most of them I'm not overly concerned with at this point. The top 2 being Hildebrand and Jermaine Jones. Now they're both, Hildebrand I believe is 34 and Jermaine Jones is 32. So, you know, long term, no, they're probably not in our plans, but we may go ahead and try to keep them at least for 1 more year, if anything. So we're going to look at Jermaine Jones's contract here, and he's wanting 1 year for $80,000 per week, but we're going to try to get him maybe on a discount. So we're going to lower this down to 76, 75, I believe is what we ended up going with, and we'll go ahead and submit that to him and kind of see what we can do. Maybe we can get him on a little bit of a discount, but we'll see. But we will go ahead and jump into the third and final game of this episode, and we are going up against Nuremberg. So we will get it started here. We're in the 13th minute, and we're just going to get some nice build-up play here again. Hoger with a nice pass up. Huntelaar is going to send it down to Fuchs, and he'll go ahead and pop it up to Draxler. And we'll do a nice little stop and turn here. Draxler will come into the box, and we'll get a nice shot, but it's blocked. And then fortunate to get the rebound right back to his feet. And we'll take the goal from Julian Draxler, and that will put us up 1-0 pretty early in the game. So it's a good start for us, and you know, we'll just try to continue on, play good defense, and see if we can hold on, as well as work on our possession, which has been awful. So we'll see what we can do. But here in the 38th minute, my opponent just a little pop shot right past me, and I don't know, Hildebrand just missed that. He came flying out, and I really thought he was going to get it, but it looked like rather than diving for the ball, I'm not sure if he was, you know, trying to avoid a penalty, but he kind of dove the other way and looked like he tried to kick it. So I haven't really seen that before, especially from Hildebrand, who's been playing so well. But you can see here, he just kind of dove and stuck his leg up, but he was unable to do anything with that. But then, you know, we'll take it. We're tied at 1 apiece, and then we'll move into the 64th minute. We get a nice little steal there from Boateng. He's going to pop it over to Schley. And we're not going to be able to do anything with that, but, I'm sorry, Schley gets the rebound, and we'll knock that one in for a header, and that will put us up 2-1 in the 66th minute. And well, now again, we'll just try to see what we can do. But here, the keeper just pops it up, and we just got lucky. He was in a great position. So, but now moving in to the very next minute, this was right after kickoff. And here, I have the ball. I'm trying to clear it, but we get a foul called on us, and it didn't look like much. So Nuremberg's going to step up and bang! He just nails the free kick, and that was just an awesome free kick. And I'll go ahead and look at this replay just because it was so accurate. He had a lot of heat on it. Just curled it right into the top right, and that was something else there. So, but here we're going to move into the 86th minute. And Nuremberg with the ball, they're down low. Perfect opportunity, and he knocks it in. And that puts us down 3-2. And it's really late in the game. It's not like we're an offensive juggernaut, so it's not looking good for us. But, Hildebrand, there's not much he could do there. And, again, with our struggles a little bit offensively, we're unable to go down in the remaining few minutes and score. So we do take the loss there. And, so that puts us at a draw, a win, and a loss in this episode. Not much we could do. But if you can see here, we get another international management offer from Venezuela. I'm not sure if we'll take it. We'll find out next episode. Please remember to leave a like. Please subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.